Hello everyone, welcome back. So here we have a 200A black band that Howard from Cabot Bluegill gifted me. Brother, thanks again. I so dig it, man. Much love and respect to you, my brother. Just an awesome gift. So today we are going to disassemble it and get it started for restoration. So let's take a quick look at it. And this falls in the range of the black bands. So now he said he did have a problem with the tip cleaner. Howard, I don't know if you just broke the metal part off or you still have the little insert. If you do, I was thinking maybe I could take it apart and just make another lever, but we'll have to see when we get into it. And it is dated 11/52. And I believe they made these from, I want to say 51, I forgot what month in 51, up until 6 of 53. So this fits in there. All right, let me, I'm going to have to readjust this camera a little bit. All right, so I can get in there. Let's start. Take the cap nut off. Oh, and here's the bail also. Okay. So the vent's got a couple chips in it. And again, you can't do anything about that. This is porcelain, and you can't paint it or anything like that. So, you know, they're character marks, and they get to stay. So otherwise, this is going to clean up really nice. We got the globe. It looks like the original globe. Coleman. All right. We'll put that on the side. Now we have to take off the frame. Let me move this. Get a couple wrenches. I believe that's a 1/2 inch. Nope. 7/16. That's loose. Brass. And there's the frame. It's the same frame as the My 200 that I did. And you can see remnants of black paint on there. Okay? So we have that on the side. And we're going to take off the fuel knob. Stuck on there, but we'll get that off. We'll take the generator out. Now hopefully it's up and I can get it. Okay, it wasn't all the way up, but I got it out. Now we'll carefully tweak the collar so it passes right there. And there's your black band. You can see inside it's all black. Alright, we got that off. Now, I can see right now it's missing a washer. There should be 2 washers. There's a washer that's this size. Then there's a bigger, wider one over here that sits right underneath this hole. So that washer's missing. It's not stuck to anything. So that means at one point in its life, somebody had this apart. So we got to get another washer. Take the fuel cap off. That's going to need some cleaning. A 3-part fuel cap. Yeah, the There's not even a gasket in there. Let's take a look inside, see what it looks like. It's got a little rust in there. It's not terrible. All right, so we got that. Now we're going to take out the pump. There's two little screws here. Make sure you use a screwdriver that fits in these screws so you don't bugger them up. They're very fine. Leather. All right. Oh, thought I went down far enough. I'm just loosening up the valve stem. Okay, we got that out. That looks fine. All right, let me get my check valve removal tool because we're totally stripping this puppy down. I think this might be a quarter. Yeah, that's a quarter 32. So we got to use this side of the tool. Screw that in. And we'll check. The thinner. Alright, and we need a 5/8 wrench. Boom. There she is. Loosen this up. Should come right off. It's actually loose. All right. So we got that check valve out. Put this away. All right. We will put the valve stem back in here. Put that in the parts box. Now, we got to come over to the vise. All right, so when I made this vise, thanks to Robert for giving me the plans and everything, Bluegrass Bushcraft. And I believe it's Coleman Repairs. Gosh, I forgot the second channel name. But I'll put a link in the description. So he makes it with 3 different inserts. You could do the 275 size, the 220 size, and the 200 size. I made this for 220s, 220 size. I never made an insert to go for the 200, but I did make these 2 little pieces of leather that serve the same purpose. So they just slip in there. And then we take this, slip that in there. tighten her down. And we got to get that valve out. All right. All right. Now, another tool that I made from watching Robert, and this will slip over the top of this. Now, it doesn't fit. This again was made for the 220s disassembly. I have this piece of aluminum in there. It doesn't go down far enough. I got to make another one. It doesn't go down far enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple pieces of leather over here. And we're going to get this valve out. Oh boy, that's tight. Whoa, that is tight. This may need some heat. Let me tighten this a little bit more. Gonna put a little bit of WD in there. Let that sit a few minutes. I'm gonna let that soak for like 5 minutes and I'll bring you back. So that's been soaking for about 5 minutes. I'm just looking at the video, the viewfinder. It looks like I'm getting washed out from the sun over there, but it is what it is. Let's try it again. If not, we're gonna have to put some heat on this. There it goes. Whew. Let me turn this. So yeah, there's a lot of corrosion on there, but not corrosion, but like, I guess like rust dust. All right, let's get this out of the vise. Let's put this away. All right, so here's where we stand. Everything is in pieces. Now that I'm looking at this, yeah, there's no way. I'm trying to. I wonder if this just comes. This probably just comes out. If I had to guess, there's packing in there. Let's take off the fuel tube. Let me get a little closer. All right, let's see. What size is that? We'll just use a little adjustable. Be careful when you take this out. There'll be a spring and the little pricker rod. Okay, so we'll put that aside. So now we have just the valve. Yeah, I think this whole thing pops out and then the eccentric comes loose right here. So, plus this is frozen up. So we're going to have to try to loosen that. Let me take the vise out of the vise. So what I'm going to do is put this in the vise. And then very carefully try to loosen this. The whole thing is turning, look. Let's go this way with it so the nut actually tightens. Yeah, that's going to have to come out. Well, look, it got loose. All right, we don't have to mess with that packing. Let's see. Yeah, here you go. So that's loose. No problem there. We'll tighten this up. Now let's turn this around this way. Put a little penetrating oil in there. I hate WD-40 sprays. I gotta put some in a regular bottle so I can just drip it in there. Goes all over the place. Alright, we'll let that sit for a second. Howard did say he put some in there. It's moving. Look at that. It just moved. Now, I'm not sure if it just comes right out. I don't know. Does it unscrew? I never took one out, so I'm not sure if there's a packing in there or something. But yeah, it's working. I can just leave this pliers on it when I put it back together. Yeah, it's not coming out, so let's see. Because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's got to come out. But it's got like a little kind of hook on the end, a little bend on the end of it, right? So obviously when it goes up and down, let's see if I put it all the way down and then try to pull it out. Nope. Let's go all the way halfway and see. Nope. No. Okay, so what this tells you is I don't know how to get that out. Now, I wonder if it's just because there's packing in there. I don't know if you could see, but this is where it broke. I'd hate to have to buy a whole new assembly. So what I have to do is I have to go research that. So I don't know how long that's going to take me, but for you, it'll just be a second. Okay, so that's actually the graphite packing that's in there that's holding that in. So I have a Coleman fuel tank. That's not showing up. With a torch. Basically, I'm going to try to heat it up and pull it out. Man, that doesn't want to come out. Okay. I don't know how hot that brass is getting, so I'm going to take the other side off, the other valve part, the actual fuel valve side, and then I'm going to, because I think the packing is in there. I don't want to heat that up, so let me do that. All right, I'm glad I did that because it was getting warm, so we got that out. Cooking my leather. Boom. There it is. It's out. All right, let me cool this off and I will bring you back. Okay. So it's out. Howard, that's what was left of it. So the packing is in there. They do sell a replacement tip cleaning assembly on Old Town Coleman. They're only like 15 bucks. So that's the route I'm going to go. This packing should be fine because we didn't disassemble it. And it's loose now. So this valve will get a good cleaning. Oh, let me get the eccentric block out. See, that slides right out. And that's where this, hopefully that shows up, goes in there and pushes it up and down. So unless I can find an original, I'm just going to buy the replacement one, like I said, for $14.95. And we'll get her going again. So at this point, everything's, well, we still got to do one more thing here. Let's put all of this stuff into, I have this little plastic box there, just cheap $2 box at Walmart with a cover to keep everything in place. So next thing we're going to do, while my battery is flashing, I got to keep my eye on it. All right, we're going to take off, there's a little nut under here, okay, we're going to take that off. Now this doesn't look like mine. It says USA Coleman on it. This looks like some kind of ceramic. It definitely wasn't like my 200A. I gotta do some investigation on that. But let's get that nut loose. I think it's a 5/8. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, that's in there. All right, so I'm gonna put some WD on that and I'll bring you back. All right, got some WD sitting on there. Let's see if we can get her loose. There it goes. Well, I found that these nuts that they use, some sides of them fits in a wrench and some sides don't. Very strange. Let me use an adjustable. Alright, before everything falls down, we take this out. Bring you back over here. Do you all marvel at my camera skills? Alright, let's finish unscrewing this. Okay, so now we have the, I guess, the vent holder top part. We got the little U tube. We have the Venturi. I don't know why it's called a Venturi, but now the frame is totally stripped. Now this is interesting because it's not like I'm an expert on these things. I only have the 200A that you saw me build, but this looks like it's a ceramic burner. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if this unscrews, if this part unscrews off of there. So what we're going to do is, I'm probably going to do investigation on that before I attempt to do anything and bust it up. Worst comes to worst, we'll just clean it the way it is. It's not damaged or anything, so that shouldn't be a problem. So now we have everything in pieces. And the way this is going to run is, these brass parts are going to get a soak in vinegar and salt, okay, like I did the last one. This frame is going to go in evaporust. As you can see, the black on the bottom. So this is the real deal. This is a black band. So this whole thing is going to go in evaporust. The tank, the fount, I call it a tank sometimes, but it's a fount. The fount is going to go into salt and vinegar bath, okay? That'll loosen up all the paint and take out any rust that's on it. The band is going to go into evaporust. Yeah, we got a little bit of surface rust in the vent, so that's going to go in evaporust. And basically all the brass parts are going to go into a vinegar and salt bath. It doesn't take long to clean the brass that way. And everything is going to get cleaned up. This will go into evaporust. Okay, and when I take everything out of the evaporust, that'll be in part 2. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the disassemble. What I'm going to do is get some flame-proof paint to paint the frame black. It'll be like a flat black, and then I'm going to get some high-heat engine paint to repaint this band black. So that's where we're at. Hopefully you enjoyed that little disassembly, and you know, we'll cut this off for part 1. We'll do some soaking, probably overnight. It could maybe even take 2 days. Who knows? That's all, you know, whatever it is kind of deal. So evaporust, vinegar and salt, a lot of hand scrubbing, hand cleaning, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you where we're at in part 2. So again, Howard, thank you so much, brother. This is going to be a fun little project. I'm sure this is going to look really awesome when it's done. And this one is different in regards to the hat. It's got a high hat. And my other 200A has got the shorter hat. So that's going to look cool. But again, Howard, thank you so much, brother. Sending you much love. It's an awesome gift. I really, really appreciate it. And I want to thank all of you for coming along, my brothers and sisters. I'm sending you much love and appreciation. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next one.